Nightmares. We've all had them and we all know what nightmares are, but when do our little ones start to have nightmares? Today I am answering your sleep question: when do babies start to have nightmares or become afraid of the dark? Tell me in the comments below, do you think your little ones are having nightmares, and what age are they? Or feel free to ask us any other sleep questions that you might have. But first, let me introduce myself. I'm Nicky. I am a mother to 3 beautiful children and one of the founders of Little Ones. At Little Ones, we specialise in infant and toddler sleep and nutrition. We are passionate about helping families improve their little ones' sleep and overall wellness through establishing healthy sleep patterns. We would love to help you and your family through our comprehensive sleep programs, which are housed inside our custom-built app. We would love to help you and your family achieve better sleep, so please check out our website www.littlenones.co. So let's talk about nightmares. If we're talking about nightmares in a very traditional sense of what a nightmare is, as in a bad dream that your child or yourself wakes up from and is aware that you've had, these generally don't kick in until your child is developing active imagination. So that's somewhere around 2 years old and beyond. Prior to this, your little ones, their brain and their imagination works a little bit differently from ours, and so they are more instinct driven until they have a mature enough thought process to conceptualize fear and to understand that there are things that you could be afraid of. They cannot have nightmares in the sense that we know nightmares. So if your little one is under 2 years old and they're waking up crying, it's unlikely that they're experiencing nightmares in a traditional sense. If your little one is over 2 years old and they're waking up crying, particularly if they're telling you or if they're somehow communicating that there is something that they have been afraid of, then it is likely your little one has been experiencing a nightmare. This can of course be exacerbated if your little one has older siblings, or if they attend preschool, or if they are watching programs on the TV or on YouTube, which can give them things to be worried about. I know my youngest can have nightmares when her older siblings are talking about monsters under the bed and telling ghost stories.
I'm scared of my nightmares and the scary darkness. It's only a little bit dark in my room, but I don't like it.
And she's just a bit young to understand that that's not real, and so that leads to her having nightmares. Being afraid of the dark can definitely be linked to nightmares, or children can just develop it on their own. But again, it is only really at the age where they are developing that active imagination. So children under around the age of 2, again, won't have an active fear of the dark. They do not think of the dark as something that they should be afraid of. Certainly younger babies find the dark very comforting, they find it very safe. And if you think where they've come from in the womb, it is extremely dark. So young babies, even older babies and young toddlers, definitely won't have a fear of the dark until they are displaying active imagination. How can you tell if your child is developing their active imagination? You will see it through their play. So they will start playing role play games. Maybe they're playing mums and babies, or imagining that they're someone else. They might be putting on a cape and imagining to be a superhero. This kind of behavior in their play indicates that their imagination is starting to kick in and they're capable of conceptualizing things that aren't real, which is where nightmares and fear of the dark come in. If your little one is experiencing a fear of the dark, a really easy tool that you can use is a nightlight. However, I really wouldn't recommend the use of a nightlight unless they're showing those signs of being actively afraid of the dark. So for a younger baby, I would steer clear of nightlights because they just don't need it. And in fact, at that young age, it can really inhibit their sleep, especially overnight. If you're looking to use a nightlight, please choose one that it's not a bright white or blue or yellow light. Choose a nightlight that is red or has a red light function on it, and you probably want it as dim as it can possibly go. You definitely don't want to be lighting up your child's entire room, because this is going to start inhibiting their body's ability to produce melatonin, which is the thing that keeps them asleep overnight. Another thing you can do if your child develops a fear of the dark is leave their bedroom door slightly open, or if they're used to sleeping with their door shut, you can always open their door a little bit once they've fallen asleep. This just sort of lets them know that you're just there. They sort of can see that there's the outside world, which is their safe house outside their bedroom, and it might just help with their fear of the dark if and when they wake overnight. So in summary, if your little one is around the age of 2, it's unlikely that they are experiencing nightmares or that they have developed a fear of the dark. If your little one is over the age of 2 and they're waking and they're showing these fearful signs overnight, then that's definitely something that you probably need to start looking at. I hope that's answered your question. Thank you very much for joining me. Please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and if you liked this video, like this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon.